Welcome, guys, to the continuation and start of a new Let's Play. As with Pokemon Violet having been completed through its post-game, with all 400 Pokemon caught and added to the Pokedex, we come back months and months, nearly, a bit under a year later, where the DLCs start to hit the game. 2 DLCs are to come. Our first is here, the Teal Mask, accessible from about 3 hours of content into the game, so supposedly probably lower level. Let's jump into the game and see what that gives us. See what we have to see where we have to go, see how we started off, because I don't actually know yet. It's always one of those things when you start a Let's Play or like continue a Let's Play, you should know what you're doing first and foremost. But no, sometimes we just wing it. Because you just get a phone call, right? Hello, Olizandri, this is Jacques. Hi, Mr. Jacques. Sorry to bother you while you're probably out searching for some nice treasure. You see, we have a school trip every year around this time. It's a special collaboration between our academy and another school. And would you believe it, Olizandri, your name was one of the ones chosen to attend. We'll get to go study and experience the great outdoors off to the east in the land of Kitakami. It's a long trip to get to this year's destination, so we can't send too many students this time. You really are a lucky one getting selected as one of the participants. Come to the school's entrance hall when you're ready to hear all the details. Of course, you don't have to take part, but this kind of chance isn't likely to come again, so you should really give it a shot if you're interested. Hope to see you soon. Alright, with our Pokemon friends with us, our Meowscarada starter ready to go. We are outside of the school, so we can just pop in quite easily here and sort things out. And I always wonder, so it's a separate area we're going to. That's nice. I'm always like wondering personally, I feel like it should just give you like a new Pokemon to start off with, just like a baby again, and then get rid of your Pokemon team until you've maybe done a certain amount of progress. I like to start again. I think these are always opportunities to start with new teams. I'd like it kind of to force it, but then I know a lot of people would be upset to not be able to play with their specific favorites, wouldn't they? Mr. Jacques said the students for the school trip would be around here. Hello. Anything ice-themed about you? Are you? Oh, you must be. Someone's glitching into existence below me then. You're one of the students chosen for the school trip, aren't you? And your name was? Olizandri, ma'am. I'm very respectful today. Olizandri here? Well, aren't you a polite one? You're positively dazzling. Oh, and you even have a Terror Orb. I guess Paldea is rich enough in resources for that sort of thing to be a common sight at school. Unless that's not the case, are you perhaps an especially exceptional student? Oh, but here I go on, and I haven't even introduced myself. Call me Miss Bria. I'm so sorry I'm late. Is that Bria? Oh, hello to you too, Olizandri. What a lucky scamp you are, getting to take part in a school trip so soon after transferring here. I'm sure I'm happy for you. I wish I could go too. Oh, I'm sorry, Miss Bria. I got a bit carried away. Well, as Mr. Jacques so kindly stated for me, my name is Bria. I'm a teacher over at Blueberry Academy. That's a school in the Unova region, you know. Miss Bria helps set the curriculum there. Unova? This year is Blueberry Academy's turn to run our joint school trip and supervise the students. That's why I came here to collect you. We'll be heading to Kitakami, a land known for its picturesque fields and rice paddies. The place has a rustic feel, but there's also something rather mysterious about it. You see, the same energy present in Paldea's terrestrial phenomenon has been detected there. I'm hoping to do some digging into the matter myself in between my supervising duties. Oh, I'd also appreciate the chance to take a good look around the great crater of Paldea. Ah, yes, well, there's not much I can do about that without permission from the Pokemon League and Director Clavel. Oh, I know. I've already put in all the proper applications. I trust that I'll get a favorable response soon. Oh, sorry, Olizandri. Forgot all about you for a moment there. Okay, there's stuff going on here. Anyway, the school trip. Think of it as a chance to continue your treasure hunt on a grander scale. To search beyond Paldea's borders. I'll even provide you with a special update to your Pokédex app if you get out your phone. Okay. Gotta catch some more. Gotta catch some more. Yeah. The Kitakami Pokédex has been added to your Pokédex app. And there we go. All done. Now you can go wild registering all the Pokemon you find around Kitakami too. Oh, and don't worry about a permission slip for the trip. I already cleared things with your mum. You just go and have fun. You asked her before. Well, I guess that makes sense. You should ask her before you ask me, but... Your Mr. Jock is quite charming, isn't he? Delightfully direct when he wants to be. Now then, Olizandri. It's quite a trip to the land of Kitakami. I hope you don't mind flying or long bus rides. Let me know as soon as you're ready to sail, won't you? I am ready to set out. I'm going to be on the long bus ride, seeing how many times people have to go to the toilet in the back in the small duration we're there. It's really weird when people keep going. Are you ready to set out for Kitakami, Olizandri? I am indeed. Great, we'll set out together as a group once the other students arrive. I hear you're all chosen for this trip by lottery, so this may be the first time you meet. I know my role is to chaperone new kids around, but I fully intend to have some fun on my own. While I'm at it, just so you're aware, okay. Extra run online. By the way, do you know of the Violet book? I do. As you should, it was the most influential book of the century on the subject of the paranormal. The author of the Violet book, Heath, was in fact an ancestor of mine. I even have his original manuscript. Look here, these are the pages that were blacked out and made illegible in the published version of the book. So now it's just here, is it? While separated from the research team in the crater's depths, I found a strange entity. Whether it was a Pokemon or even alive at all, I know not. It bore a shell with layers of overlapping hexagons and gleamed brighter still than gemstone. Viewed as a whole, it resembled a mysterious, brilliant disc. I have tentatively named this creature Terrapagos. I suspect that its very body is made up of key material that causes Pokemon to shine brightly and crystallize. Pokemon depicted on these pages is Terrapagos. I'll just call it that, yeah. It's a mysterious Pokemon that Heath allegedly encountered when he delved even further into the depths of Area Zero. Not that the general public believed him. It's my dream to find Terrapagos and prove that Heath's records were all true. Though I haven't yet been able to secure permission to enter Area Zero, unfortunately. Well, that's fine. It'll all be fine. All I need to do now is focus on the work that's in front of me. Miss Bria, we're ready to go. Looks like the gang's all here. That's not my gang, then. Alright, everyone, to the land of Kitakami. I take it that this lady's going to be here for both the DLCs to come. That's a checker night on the little loading bit. Hey! The collective name of it, after all. Part 1, the Teal Mask begins. We're finally here! My butt's killing me after all those hours sitting. First the plane, then that bus. Huh. Well, you all survived the long trip. And we haven't lost anyone along the way. I think that's the same amount, yeah. Oh, here, I wasn't paying attention. And welcome to the land of Kitakami. This is the stage for all the new experiences and learning opportunities you'll have out in nature. It's actually my first time here too. Why, the rice fields really are just dazzling. Up ahead is Mossui Town. That will be our base of operations for the duration of the trip. Because it should be just mossy. Miss Bria, I don't feel so good. Oh, all that travel must have given you a dose of motion sickness, huh? Why don't we pause here for a moment and take in the sight of these fields? You can sit down on the Pelipepper bench. Now, Olizandri, I have a little request for you. Could you run ahead to the community centre in Mossui and let the caretaker know we're here? It would also be great if you could explain that one of our students is feeling unwell. I'm on it. I knew I'd be able to count on you. On your way then, I'll look after your poor travel buddy here. So what you're doing is just going to let me go around and just... Yeah. I might need a false swipe Pokemon stat. My first time in another region. It even smells different here. Do you think he's alright? That was one bumpy bus ride. Oh, my head. This is how Psyduck feel. Could you run ahead to the community center in Mossui and let the caretaker know we're here? Sure thing. I'm slightly starting to wonder how this will work out with, Ooh. Oh, I can't ride my ride-on. Remind me, I'm just trying to figure out my buttons again. Switching between maps. Press the L button or R button while the map app is open to switch between different maps. Ooh, okay. I'm assuming the one on the right is just inflated? Because you can see, like, the big building and all that. Yeah. Because, like, putting it side by side, that makes it look like that this new map should be as big as that map. Weirdly, but it's not to scale, obviously. I wish there was some kind of scale thing. Flying taxis will take you to any location with a feather mark, even if your destination is in another region. That is an option for me. Anyway, I was looking to get to my Pokedex, but I've got to hold the button, haven't I? So, okay. So, we have more Pokemon to catch, but any Pokemon that is present in this region as well shows up already in the Kitakami Pokedex, of which supposedly we have 99. So, how many Pokemon are there? There are 193. So that means there's at least another 100 more? And now it's me trying to figure out which ones I've caught and which ones I haven't again. That's going to be fun. Let's just catch them all. But it'd be nice to start catching some new Pokemon as a team, I would say. I bet I caught you off guard. What level is the... 54? They're a lot higher up than I thought they'd be, actually. Let's just go with the practice of throwing lots of balls, right? Where's my quick ball on the list? That bit, with that first part of it all where I'm just having to get used to playing again. I mean, we should have a really good critical capture chance because we've got a 400 Pokedex, is what I'd have thought. Pokedex is updated indeed. Cutiefly sucks up pollen and nectar with its long proboscis. It stores any pollen it doesn't finish eating in its fur. I will not give you a nickname. We'll catch them, they'll get sent to the box, and then we'll try to, like, decide on a team. But it's very easy to catch these things right here, right now. Okay, buddy. Didn't know you were going to attack me like that. Have a quick ball to the face. No critical this time. They're everywhere. I can claim a reward for the progress we made in the Pokedex already. Puccina pursue their prey in packs. Once the prey is exhausted, the pack finishes off, but sometimes the prey retaliates and the pack flees. I could add you to my party. Have a nice little doggy. I don't know. Just look to... Yeah, just keep catching at the moment. So you're earlier on the... I'm under attack. Look, guy, you don't have to go down. But I will make you. You keep attacking. We all know that cats beat dogs. Especially when they've been leveled up an absolute ton. I'm pretty sure we've caught you, but then I might just be mixing it with past games. Spinnerack, no, we haven't caught you in this one. There's a cave behind me, I didn't even notice it. Yeah, the quick balls are working well. Is that a trainer over there, or was that our guys? That's our guys. I think I'm probably under attack again by the look of it. Some fishers weave its sturdy thread into nets to catch fish Pokemon. The Spinnerack. You're number 1 on the list. I'm just under attack. This is what happens when you wander into the grass here. You really want me to claim rewards for the Pokédex, don't you? You're desperate that I do so. Ah, bold of you to... Okay, there we go. So the first reward was at 90, which we'd already passed by the time we got here, which is a PP up. And 100 is a silver bottle cap, or standard bottle cap. We get Fang at 110, Razor Fang. We go, we'll leave you be now. May as well grab this out there. Is it having a nice sleep over there? So it's mostly Puccina, etc. It just seems to be that this is our time to go explore if we wish to. Sewaddle? Do you know what? It's yet again that thing where I missed a couple of generations of Pokemon, and in my head I'm just like, I don't even think I know this one. This is Gen 5. The bumps on their heads are sensory organs. When Sewaddle meet, they greet each other by rubbing these bumps together. I've no clue. I don't think I've ever seen Sewaddle before. Get in my party, Sewaddle. Might level up of just one thing. Who do I want out? I mean, Iron Bundle is the ridiculously powerful one that we've got in our group. That's our carry, yeah? Gen 5. Yeah, they're all around here. Lots of them. Anyway, with that said, let's push into that cave. It's right there after all. Nasty plot. Same feeling, there's so many Pokemon Go that I had no idea existed. I mean, they are at, like, just about that 4-figure mark. Is that a normal Wooper? I'll catch you too, then. And so our catching really gets underway, doesn't it? When it walks around on land, it coats its body with a slimy, poisonous film. Number 5 in this Pokédex. Standard Wooper. Puccina, leave me be. Can't you see I'm trying to escape? Well, if there was 100 Pokemon left, we've already caught 5% of them. So I feel pretty good about this factoid. Even got one crossing the road over there. Yummy! Yummy! Thank God for quick balls, right? Of course, we all know that I am totally into the catching side of Pokemon. More so than the battling, so completing the Pokédex is a thing that I love to do. It can see in all directions without moving its big eyes, helping it spot both attackers and prey right away. Yanma's caught. We didn't quite get the living dex that we had going in the previous title. They're a bit bigger than the other ones. I'm just going to run. Will you let me run? I'm not a coward. When you think about it, I'm just letting you get away with it, really. I don't want to leave dogs unconscious everywhere. Seems a bit wrong of me. Get Bulldoze TM. Oh, HM, sorry. Okay, no Miraidon, no riding around. Oh, is it because I've got... wonder if I've done something with Miraidon. It's a possibility. A lot of sparklies on the ground currently. That's the rice fields. I'm actually allowed in them. Oh, they should have had them have wild battles for walking in the rice fields. Come on, we gotta find the rice Pokemon. Is there a rice Pokemon? Serious questions right now. I can slide. But I want to jump. Seems that they've not managed to stay within the bounds of their own frame rates. You know what I mean? I feel like the Pokemon team's eyes are bigger than their belly. They want to do this and that. And they end up developing their land and they're like, how does Switch handle it? But don't worry, we got the Switch too. We'll update it for then. That's why I feel like they feel nowadays. Excuse me, you. Frame rates be damned. Come here, Corfish. I'll have a critical capture. That's fine by me. It can live in impure water where it doesn't need to compete with other water Pokemon for food, so its numbers have steadily increased. Sure if this is called impure water so much, but whatever. Crawdon is the one, isn't it? Once the rice fields turn nice and golden, they'll be ready for harvesting. Here, let me have a look around. This one's having a nice little time out here, isn't it? I fancy looking around in case there is anything hiding in there. There's some Whoopers. I worked up a sweat. You really did great. What were they doing? It's like the Whooper pool here. We've made it. Sis, look there. There's one now. I see Vulpix is here. So you're one of those students who came from the Paldea region, huh? Whoa, way cool. Hush, Kieran. I'm Carmine. Sorry, but I can't just let an outsider like you wander into Mossui Town. Oh, okay. If you insist on coming in, you'll have to battle me first. Come on, sis. You just want to battle. Making this big fuss over nothing. Told you to hush, Kiki. Just ignore my little brother. Oh, man. All right, let's do this. Get in position. I don't know what these guys are getting into. I don't think these guys know what they're getting into. Is it good to battle in the middle of a street like this, though? I'm going to have some real good fun with you. Blocking up the way of the biggest Pokemon of all. You were challenged by Pokemon trainer Carmine. So now Pugina. Well, unfortunately, you have to go up against Meowscarada, the reliable partner. Welcome to Kitakami. For your first experience, get ready to eat dirt. Strong words. Level 60, though. It's higher than I kind of thought the levels for the Pokemon in the region would actually be. Too bad I play rough. I have no mercy. Oh, you know about type matchups, huh? Can you see my school uniform? Oh, Vulpix is next. Oh, I want to put Swaddle in, but that would be a bad typing match, wouldn't it? Be a terrible typing match. Let's get Glimora out. Oh yeah, shiny Glimora. I'm surprising myself with my Pokemon here. It's very fancy after all. Gonna get Stealth Rock out first, just for the next one. See if it one-shots him. Oh. Oh, we're cheating using love mechanics. Alright, a Poltergeist. I believe in you, Swaddle. I don't think you'll succeed, but I still am believing. Poltergeist. That's new. What are you holding? Oh, I was about to say, it looks like a straw, but surely not. Foul play, eh? How's that for a first taste of Kitakami? Not that I'm enjoying this or anything. Hey, I think we're winning out. We're winning out. Time to terrestrialize. Wait, you got a grass? Okay. Come on, Poltergeist. Teach him a lesson with Shadow Ball. I'm stronger now, honest. No, probably not. Well, I've been taught a lesson. Unfortunately, I think you go down if we try to do anything here. We could... We're enduring. Oh, wait, we went first, but it's probably priority. Haha, you can't get me. I endured the hit. Oh. I refuse to let you die in this fashion. I can't let it be. Samono, you did a good job for your first battle ever. I mean, you're level 50 something, so I'm pretty sure you've had more battles than this. Well, I'm afraid that I'm just going to have to end it. Let's just nuzzle you. Wow, I did actually beat you. I thought with the level difference that would do it. So, do you not know about type matchups? Maybe you should study up. Oh. Well, I don't actually know what type it is. I just thought I'd go for the extra move that does that too. Oh my god, it's beating up Pormo. I mean, Spark will finish it. So what is it, like... Dark grass? Ghost grass? You, who are you? Trying to figure out the typings there. Plus what it is, and what it seems to be a variant of. Bowsers, you went and beat my sis! I can't believe it. There's no way you should have been able to beat me. Fine, I guess you passed. Barely. Seems I've got no choice. I'll let you into town, but only if you become one of my grunts and do every little thing I... Oi, what are you doing causing a ruckus out here? Here comes trouble. Come on, Kiki, we're out of here. But I... Kiki? Wait up, sis. Why, hello there, stranger. You must be one of the students from that Paldean Academy, right? I help run the community center here in Mossui Town, and a fair few other things besides. I'll be looking after your group during your visit. I hope those two kids weren't giving you any grief just now, were they? Yeah, they totally were. I mean, you just saw that going. I hardly know what to do with the two of them, especially that Carmine. Always been a handful. That one, I apologize if she gave you a hard time. What's that? A member of your group fell ill down by the bus stop? I'd better get over there and give them a hand so they can make it into town. I'll take care of everything. You go ahead and get yourself settled in at the community center. We'll catch up with you soon. Okay then, head into the community center. That we shall, I guess. You should be working out, man. Well, we've all been rushed off our feet. What with? I have to explain stuff as I look at your trash that's been put out near your bar. Whatever that's about. What else we got? Canisters galore of gas, I take it? It's always weird when I see those bags out. Without, like, a trash can. Because it's a cultural thing, too, but still. Shaved ice, fried noodles. You're here on some kind of school field trip, eh? No wonder you kids didn't look familiar. Okay. Oh. I've been frozen. I was going to say, the Poké Center's there. This way, everyone. Olizandri, I owe you one for fetching the caretaker. Our little travel buddy is feeling much better now, too. Alright, everyone. This is the community center. This is where you'll be staying while you're here in Kitakami. The plan was to have you and the students from Blueberry Academy stay here together. But it turns out this space is going to be all for you, our visitors from Blueberry Academy. Alright, those two kids were originally from this town, weren't they? So when you come, don't be shy. Come on, everyone, pack right in. It's an interesting logo you've got on you. Oh, no need to worry about your shoes or anything. You can leave them on in here. If they're extra dirty, just try to rinse off the worst of the mud using the washing station by the door. Nice and clean inside, don't you think? It's all newly built, so it's as good as anything you'd find in one of your big fancy cities. This here is the lounge. You can watch TV, chat, or relax however you like. That place looks interesting. And well, let's see. Over there's the cafeteria, and toilets will be down that way. When you want to get some sleep, please use the rooms down the hall there. We've got enough space that each of you can have a private room to yourself. So I think that about covers everything. But if you run into any trouble at all, don't you hesitate to talk to our fine staff at the desk. Thank you for the tour, sir. Alright, kids, do you have anything to say to the staff who'll be taking such good care of us? Thanks for having us. What a bunch of well-mannered students. I can already tell you're going to be wonderful visitors. So you just think of this place as your own home away from home and relax. Must all be tired after such a long day. I know it's a bit early still, but why don't we have dinner then call it a night? We've got plenty of food ready for you all, so I hope you brought your appetites. Alright. Just had dinner myself. Made some chicken rigatoni. Thanks for dinner! Italian curry, basically. Feel free to spend the rest of the evening as you like in the community center. But remember that tomorrow the program will be officially kicking off. Don't stay up too late or you might oversleep. So you're allowing me to go and explore some. By the look of things. The blueberry students will join us tomorrow. I hope you all get along. They're just actual blueberries. What all scheduled for tomorrow? I'm so excited I don't think I can sleep. Well, probably best for us to get engaged further. There's a video showing us some Kitakami scenery playing on this giant screen. The food here seems really healthy, but it was still really tasty too. No. It can't be healthy and tasty. I checked out my room. There was a big bug Pokemon in there. Welcome, dear Paldean student. We provide a special service to visitors here at the Kitakami Community Center. If you've opened your bag and whatnot while you've been here, you might have noticed that the theme of the upper and lower borders of your screen is in some menus now changes depending on your location. Do you want to change the setting for the upper and lower borders on your menus? I'm fine with them doing that. Okay, I hope you enjoy sightseeing around Kitakami with your current settings. That's me kind of going in my head. What changed? I'm a heathen, aren't I? I don't think I've noticed. But that's fine. Well, we're already up to 106 and we battled 108. Ready to call it a night? Why not? Let's let the story unfold a little bit more. Morning, everyone. Did you sleep well? Starting today, you'll be joined by our 2 students from the Blueberry Academy. They're not blueberries at all. Come on, kids. Time to introduce yourselves. We know. Hi, I'm Carmine. It's a pleasure to meet you, all of you outsiders. I mean, visitors from Paldea. I'm Kieran. Carmine and Kieran actually grew up here, so ask them for help if you need anything. And you two had better be of real help, you hear me? Aye, aye. Right. Now that's settled, why don't I tell you all a bit about what we have planned for you? The school trip of yours will be an exercise in orienteering. First, we'll have you split into pairs, and each pair will be tasked with finding 3 signboards located around the land of Kitakami. On each signboard, you'll find snippets of an old folktale passed down here in Kitakami. Read them all and learn a bit about our home. To prove you complete the task, we ask that each pair take a snapshot together in front of these signboards with their phone or camera. Take a photo together in front of each of the 3 signboards to complete your mission. Selfie style, eh? It's a self-guided tour of Kitakami. Learn all about its rich history. Much more fun than sitting around and listening to me ramble on and on, eh? Wonderful. What an innovative idea for a group activity. It's almost like you don't have to do any work if you do it this way. Oh, and I've got a gift for each of you as well. Roto stick. Oh, what the hell? Okay. A stick to rest a Rotom phone on. It allows you to take selfies from a little bit farther away than you could on your own. The Roto stick. Press the X button while in selfie mode to use your Roto stick. The Roto stick adds some extra distance between you and the camera, making it easier to take photos with your friends and Pokemon. I hear these things are all the rage in the big cities. Use them when you take these photos. I'll even teach you a rad pose I came up with all on my own. Oh my god, we're learning the Eureka emote too. Ah yes, real rad. Remember that one of the goals of this trip is to deepen the ties between our 2 schools. It seems like having someone who knows the area well would be a big help. That being said, let's try to maximize the number of inter-school pairs, okay? Time to mingle? Yeah, that was one of my questions. Why isn't there 2 more students from Blueberry School, and why were the only 2 that were chosen residents of the area? So what are they necessarily getting out of this? Visiting home? Sure. What? The other school seems to have half-assed this a little bit. Time to mingle. Put me with the old man. Talk to the kids from the other school. You're a kid, right? Be sure to tell me if Carmine or Kieran causes you any trouble during your stay. Let's try to maximize the number of inter-school pairs, okay? Yeah, you said that. It was new TMs here. And so I was distracted. A new feature has been added to your trusty TM machine. You can now filter for learnable moves. Please give it a try. That wasn't in the base game. The variety of TMs you can produce has been increased. Please try them out. This technical machine. Or what service are you in need of today, trainer? No. I'm good. The TM over there, after all. You're Olizandri or whatever, right? Let me guess, you want to pair up with one of us poor, lonely Blueberry students? No. Wait, but you're the one who came to talk to us. What, are you some kind of weirdo? Oh yeah, so my little brother here has been all googly-eyed over you since yesterday. He wouldn't stop talking about you, even at home. I seriously couldn't get him to shut up. Sis, what are you telling him that for, dummy? Hey, what you call dummy if you know what's good for you? Oh, man. Look at him being all shy. See, my brother's no good at talking to people. He'd probably never work up the nerve to ask you himself, but he'd really like a battle with you. Sure. Well, what do you know? Turns out you're so nice. This will make my brother real happy. Shut up, Kiki. Olizandri says he'll battle you. What? Wowzers, really? You don't mind? He doesn't mind a bit. Get your positions, you two. Everybody else, clear out. Make some space. I got this. At least have confidence. You just don't know what you're up against. Backhand throwaway. Sentrent versus my reliablest of partners. Houses, I can't believe this. I get to battle you. This is awesome. Found my miracle seed. Hopefully does nothing to it. We've only got 2. Let's get out of here. Oh, I won. Stop! Wait! Bad Meowscarada. Stop destroying this young boy. How'd that happen? Oh man, even luck's on your side. Actually, it's love. Love is on my side. I get to choose first, right? Yeah. Get out there, Sawaddle. Oh, it's bug on bug action? That would be bad for me, surely. Let's go with it. Yeah, Spoke Buzz is very effective. So what do we have? We've got Flail. Let's HP the user has the greater the power move. We got Endure and we got Sticky Web. So really, yeah, this is just terrible. You got this, Yama. Cut through the wind and show them what you've got. Don't worry, Sawaddle's gonna get what? Oh, that's Sawaddle. No! How could you do this to the poor baby? That's level 50. Cerilege the Paldea champion. I'm sorry. You deserve this now. It's a weird noise. Ooh, I guess I got a lot of weaknesses. More do I. Hey, look, you got one up over Carmine over there. Think about that. You got one. Wowzers. Wowzers. Good show. Nicely done, kids. Nothing like a friendly battle to get to know someone. Wowzers, you sure are strong, Olizandri. Yeah, because I can carry 6 Pokeballs. You really aren't bad. Half bad. Kiki's nearly as strong as I am, you know. I don't know about that. This orienteering thing. We're supposed to group up in pairs, right? Should go ahead and pair it with Kiki then. What? No, sis, don't! Don't what? It's not like we can pair up. Or were you having a partner with some other rando outside instead of Olizandri? Well, no, but... Oh, man. Don't worry, he's just being shy. I'll go find some chump to pair up with too. Watch out for my little brother, you. Looks like you've all paired up. Let's go ahead and mark where you'll be going on those Rotom phones of yours. Now then, off you go to do some exploring. Oh, and if you find yourself in need of any potions or Pokeballs or the like, head on over that way and stop by Peachy's. They'd be happy to set you to rights. So it looks like we should probably start with the signboard at Loyalty Plaza. That's out past the apple orchards on the west side of the village. It's close by, and I figure it might make sense to, visit them all in order. I'll probably just get in your way if I stick too close, so I'll just follow you from a safe distance. West. Yes. Left. Not this way, that way. Yeah, that way. Thanks. That's actually a great help. All right, let's grab that TM that I saw. Everything ready? For what? The festival preparation is going okay. We're starting to fall behind on our merch deliveries. I've been perfecting my fried noodle recipe by practicing at home every day. We're working on some of this, are they? Interesting pets they have here. Lovely of you to stop by. Take your time and have a look around. What kind of clothing do you sell? Knitted socks. Well, got to keep your feet warm, I guess. Of all varieties. And knitted gloves too. Old grandma glove knitting going on. Anyway, if I can buy anything, I might just want to... Yeah. Considering this is going to be most of our catching. Let's just pop ourselves up to 100 of them. Guess I could have paid an LP. Hopefully I've got enough dusk balls too. Hollywag? Where is it? Hey, Maraudon's here now. Now we can jump. Don't worry, I remember the West was said. Why is Jock there? I'm leaving you there. I feel it's kind of mean to jump in when I'm probably supposed to see you on the way back to the place. I'll leave you be.